Have you ever seen a single lipstick ruin an entire empire? What if I told you that one forgotten makeup item sparked a cheating scandal, destroyed trust, and dragged half of Hollywood's influencer scene into the chaos? Welcome to the wild ride of TANA MONGEAU, Catherine Paiz, and McBroom, where nothing is private, and every secret eventually finds its way into the spotlight. This isn't just another internet drama. It's betrayal, heartbreak, loyalty, and chaos all wrapped into one scandal that refuses to die, even years later. And just when we thought it was over, Catherine reignited the fire with one podcast appearance that had fans questioning everything. So grab your popcorn, because what started with a lipstick turned into one of the messiest influencer fallouts of our time. Today, we dive deep into the lies, loyalty tests, and power plays behind the most talked about scandal on the internet right now. Back in 2021, the influencer world was in full chaos mode. TikTok drama, YouTube boxing matches, and Twitter call-outs were practically everyday events. But among all that noise, one moment cut through, when TANA MONGEAU accused McBroom of cheating on Catherine Paiz. And she didn't just hint at it, she told the internet exactly how it happened, down to the lipstick left in his car. TANA claimed that she was with Jake Paul when Austin FaceTimed them, crying, with Catherine screaming in the background holding a lipstick that wasn't hers. In a surprising twist, TANA admitted she lied and claimed it was her lipstick.
One time McBroom was cheating on Catherine, and the girl he was cheating on her with left a lipstick in his car, and I'm sitting in the car with Jake and we get a call from Catherine or Austin or whoever, answer it. And it's Austin bawling his eyes out and Catherine absolutely screaming, holding this lipstick inside of their car. And she's screaming and she's like, "It's the lipstick, Tana's. Austin says the lipstick's Tana's, blah, blah, blah." Austin's bawling. My thinks that the right thing to do at the time is save the kids, save the kids. So I lied to Catherine. I'm like, "This is my lipstick." It wasn't my lipstick, Catherine. I'm really sorry. But we Team Bryce out here, on God. So... Another time, Austin hired 4 of my friends as his nannies, and when Catherine would leave, he would with all of them and then told her that they were all his nannies, and it was a fake nanny company. And I just, so when you ask me why I'm Team Bryce, it's kind of like picking a lesser of two evils, you know?
Not to protect Austin, but here for the kids. That moment spread like wildfire, turning into a scandal that wouldn't die. But what made this worse wasn't just the cheating rumor. It was how casually and publicly it was exposed. A lipstick, a small, everyday object, turned into undeniable proof that something dark was lurking behind the picture-perfect image of the McBroom marriage. Screenshots circulated, reactions exploded, and fans picked sides overnight. Catherine, at the time, remained relatively silent, which only fueled speculation. Was it true? Did she already know? And why didn't TANA go directly to her? Suddenly, this wasn't just about makeup left in a car. It was about trust, betrayal, and how far people would go to protect their image online. That lipstick didn't just stain the car. It stained the reputation of everyone involved. When Catherine finally addressed the situation years later on the Call Her Daddy podcast, the internet lost its mind.
TANA MONGEAU recently revealed that she covered for Austin after you found lipstick in Austin's car. What really happened there?
So she covered for him, which I believe that it's probably true, definitely happened, because I remember we had a Lamborghini at the time. I never drove that car. And I got in one day as a passenger, and I noticed there was a lip liner. Lip liner or lip gloss, something like that. And it wasn't mine, and I thought, and I'm like, "Whose is this?" He's like, "Oh, so-and-so got in my car the other day, and his girlfriend was on the lap, and I drove them down the street to get into their car." And I just said, I'm like, "I don't believe you." Like, at this point now, I don't believe you.
Right.
He's like, "I'm gonna call him right now." And so I guess she was there.
Out of nowhere, the lipstick drama was back in full force. And this time, Catherine wasn't letting it slide. She calmly confirmed the moment, recalled seeing the lipstick in Austin's car, and admitted that something felt off. She didn't believe his explanation back then, and she still doesn't buy it now. But what really struck people was her disappointment in TANA. According to Catherine, TANA never came to her directly. She found out through social media like everyone else. That detail changed everything. Was Tanner trying to help? Or was she just stirring the pot for clicks and clout? Tanner later fired back on her podcast, saying she genuinely thought Catherine already knew.
Actually, I had to start my day yesterday in 2025 by calling Jake Paul, which is just so funny. Like, it was not on my bingo card. And I was just like, can you refresh me on this time period? Like, I don't really remember. So, I mean, essentially, like, just to go back on the whole story, I was never close with Austin or Catherine McBroom. And I only had ever met them through Jake. And, like, we did one collab with them and we, like, went to their house and we, like, whatever. And, like, obviously being close with Jake, I would hear a lot of lore about Austin and the things he was doing. And also, like, this was, and you can attest to this, obviously, circulating all around LA. Like, everyone knew at that time how much of a piece of shit Austin McBroom was. I, even at that time, with the lip liner, was under a 100% impression due to situational things I hear, people close to her, Jake's relationship with Austin, all of it, that she was fully aware of him cheating on her.
In her words, everyone in LA knew, and she believed saying something privately wouldn't have made a difference. She wasn't close to Catherine, had only met her once through Jake Paul, and thought calling her directly would be meaningless. But the internet wasn't ready to let her off the hook so easily. This moment forced a bigger debate. When you expose someone's cheating partner online without warning them first, is that betrayal or justice? Tanner stood by her actions, claiming she wasn't protecting Austin at all. In fact, she's always called him a disgusting. But critics saw it differently. They said she used the moment for drama, for views, and that no matter her intentions, it wasn't a girl code. Tanner was painted as either the villain who broke an unspoken loyalty among women or the whistleblower who exposed a toxic relationship. Either way, her role in the drama became bigger than the scandal itself. It became a symbol of everything messy, raw, and real about influencer culture. As the dust settled, it became clear that this was no longer just about a single incident. Tanner and Catherine had inadvertently reignited a cultural debate about truth, timing, loyalty, and how personal stories are used as content in the influencer world. Catherine's calm, measured approach on the podcast seemed to invite sympathy. She sounded hurt, but not angry, disappointed, but not petty. She questioned why someone who knew the truth chose to go public instead of just having a private conversation. And honestly, many people related to that feeling. On the other hand, Tanner's reaction was defensive, emotional, and brutally honest. She admitted she had to call Jake Paul just to remember what happened. That's how chaotic her life had been. She maintained that she wasn't trying to hurt Catherine, and even now says she supports her from afar. But the core issue remained. Should Tanner have done things differently? The public was divided. Some said Catherine was rehashing old news for sympathy, while others believed she was finally reclaiming her truth after years of silence. Tanner, true to form, didn't back down. She said she'd probably make the same TikTok again today, maybe with less chaos, but still stand by it. The cancelled podcast episode that covered all this nearly caused another frenzy when fans thought the show was ending, all because Tanner tried to avoid using Catherine's name in the title out of respect and used clickbait instead. That backfired. People panicked. Rumors flew. And suddenly, a story about a lipstick turned into yet another viral moment of confusion, miscommunication, and influencer madness. At its core, this wasn't just about who was right or wrong. It was about what happens when private pain becomes public entertainment. Both women had reasons to act the way they did. And maybe that's why this story refuses to go away, because it reflects something bigger about the way we live online. So, after all the lies, confessions, interviews, and viral TikToks, what do you think? Was Tanner really trying to protect Catherine in her own messy way? Or was this all about timing and attention? And did Catherine wait too long to speak? Or was this her way of reclaiming a story that was taken from her? One thing is clear. This drama wasn't just about influencers being dramatic. It was about loyalty, betrayal, and how the internet never forgets. If you've been sucked into this wild ride, you're not alone. And let's be real, this probably won't be the last time these names trend for all the wrong reasons. If you want more deep dives into the chaos of influencer culture, the behind-the-scenes truth, and the drama that shapes the internet, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't forget to like, comment your thoughts below, and turn on notifications so you never miss the tea. Because trust me, it's always brewing.